I went ahead and finished the first round of plastic gauging, and just as I suspected, the crank clearances are at the large end of the specification. It's 0.02 to 0.04, and right now we're at 0.38 or 0.038. So it's almost at the large end of the oil clearance, which is within specification, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to get it well within. Gordy King always said, perfect is close enough. So we'll do it again with a different size of bearings. Just cleaning the remains of the plastic gauge off the bearings and off the crank so that it doesn't give me, say, false readings on the next round of tests. Okay, what we had were yellow and green ring bearings. Yellow being the smallest or smaller of the two. So we'll put the yellows away. Green is the next size up from yellow. So we'll move the green to the position that the yellow was in. So that the oil clearance will be down just a little bit tighter, and we'll go to the next size bigger on this size, which will be the brown. When I'm making remarks about the color, the bearings are color coded by a little dot of paint as to their thickness. So we'll put it together with this. And re-plastigate it and see if we like that better. These are thrust bearings that really need to be in there during the main bearing shimming process in order to keep the crank from moving. I put just a drop of oil on each journal to keep the plastic gauge from blowing away when I try to put it in place. This plastic gauge is rated from 25 75 thousandths of a millimeter, which would be 2.5 to 7.5 hundredths of a millimeter. They're just perfectly round pieces that you put in the journal or on the journal, and when you torque the other half of the cases to it, they squeeze flat, and you then measure how flat they squeezed to with this chart, and it tells you what your clearance is. Go ahead and tighten these down. Then torque it to spec. Pull it apart, measure it again, and hopefully you'll be happier with it this time. And if not, we do it again. When you're plastic gauging a crank or rods or anything for that matter, be careful not to spin the crankshaft or it will distort your readings. Okay, if you want, you can go ahead and stop the video and I'll pull it apart and we'll start measuring it on the next video.